When a traumatic shock isn't treated or dealt with, it leaves the individual with a long-lasting mental scar. Regardless of how much time passes, the mental wound always feels fresh. Essentially, a traumatic event is a shocking moment in our lives that we could not process, and has affected our mental well-being, and some of us deal with it by coping, finding something that can occupy us or help us forget the memory. Others completely lose hope in everything and lose their purpose in life, and become in dire need of what once gave them the edge to push and to continue. This is the case of one little boy who had to witness the death of his parents in front of his eyes. As a kid, he could not process what happened in front of him, and as he grew older, he took the persona of a vigilante based on an animal that scared him the most, and swore to never let anyone else go through what he witnessed. This is how Batman started. That's how he dealt with his trauma, through acts of vigilantism and becoming a savior to the people of Gotham. But what happens when you take away the very thing that keeps a person going? They lose hope, and they lose purpose. Not only did Bruce Wayne lose his purpose, as we see him trying to find ways to die, literally in the beginning of the story, but we see that Gotham has lost all hopes, and everyone succumbed into nihilism.
Come on.
Oh no, can't do it when they into it.
And have accepted that this is what it is like.
Slice and dice.
Especially since they're in the heat of the Cold War.
And we don't back down from bullies. No, sir, we don't.
But when he stumbles upon the Mark of Zorro on television, the same movie Bruce Wayne was watching with his parents on the night of their murder, spice was added to the wound, and it was opened wider than before. Trying to change the channel, he stumbles upon several news reports about brutal crimes occurring in the city of Gotham. It is then a voice calls Bruce and tells him he is a rusty trap that cannot contain him anymore, and the time has come.
The time has come.
Bruce finally retrieves his purpose. Bruce needs Batman, and Gotham needs Bruce to deliver Batman to them. Batman even monologues about how this should be painful, but it makes him feel alive again. Batman has been reborn. We even get a scene of a bat breaking through the window glass, which in Nova Scotian culture signifies the death and the rebirth of a person in the family. The Dark Knight has returned to Gotham after being absent for more than a decade, embarking on a crime-stopping spree, but this time using more brutal methods. But that's what he sees as necessary. His previous methods did not work, and now he needs to do it in a different way to instill fear into criminals and bring back hope to civilians. Hope that they have a chance of a better life. In fact, this act inspires a civilian, Carrie Kelly, a young teenage girl neglected by her parents and has to adapt into a society like this. She joins Batman. She symbolizes hope, and Batman gave her a purpose as well by recruiting her.
And Robin comes with us.
While this comic is regarded as this very gritty and dark comic that brought back Batman to his darker roots, it is also the opposite of what people perceive it as. It's a fantastical journey of a retired old man not only reliving his glory days, but acting as a savior that brings back life and hope to people.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am here to appeal to your community spirit.
Batman isn't just a hero in this story, but a symbol, an idea. When he beats down the mutants leader in front of his followers, they take him as an example and start following his footsteps.
The mutants are dead. This is the new face of the law.
Even other Gotham citizens decide to stand up and help others with whatever they can, without needing to wait for Batman to show up. He planted a seed that gave people this sense of camaraderie and union in a time and a society where individualism dominated. Others may question his methods and call him a crazy criminal or a fascist, but he is a necessary kind of crazy. Even characters that were set to put an end to him had to hold back. He is an idea far bigger than them. And you can't kill an idea once it's inside everyone's head.
What are we gonna do?
Nothing. He's too big.
The story tries to depict Batman as the hero we always needed, and that we don't always have to wait for a hero to do everything for us. We have to take actions into our own hands, and once we do, we have a purpose in our life. We have something that's worth fighting for.
I spent 10 years looking for a good death. This'll be a good life.